We are here with our Agent Spotlight, and today we got Rebecca Williams. So before I talk too much about Rebecca, I'll give her the stage. Rebecca, tell us a little bit about you.
I'm a realtor with Compass. Is where I hang my license. Compass in DC, Logan Circle. And I'm licensed in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I'm a native of New Orleans, but I've been in the DC area for almost 20 years now.
Give us a little bit of background. What got you into real estate?
You know, originally I was interested in real estate because my grandparents, they owned land and property in New Orleans and in West Louisiana way back in like the 40s and the 50s and that sort of thing. So real estate has always been a passion of mine. And in my family, when you leave your parents' house, you bought a house. Like the renting thing is not something that we do in our family. And so I always wanted to help others to acquire like home ownership because I know how it can create generational wealth. Like that house my grandparents bought in the 40s, it's still in our family today. So I want to help other families do the same.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it feels like the entire family really pushed you into being an agent.
It took me a while to get there, though. I've had a few careers before I got to real estate, and previously I was in medical sales. And sales is sales, right? So when I needed a change and I needed to pivot, I decided real estate because that's something that's been near and dear to my heart all of these years.
You really like helping people.
I do. I feel like it's my purpose.
You mentioned that you are an agent in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So that's mainly where you do most of your business. Have you ever thought about branching out to other states or?
I have. And so although I'm licensed in 3 states, most of my business is in DC and Montgomery County. I do some in Prince George's County. But outside of this area, I have amazing realtor partners all over the country and outside of the country as well. So instead of getting licensed there, I'd rather just work with my partners outside of the country and outside of the area.
Okay, yeah. So pretty much if somebody were to come to you living in DC, Maryland, or Virginia, but they needed to move, let's say, to California, you can actually help them.
I just came from a listing appointment. My client wants to sell her house in DC and move to Delaware. That's where she wants to retire. I have an agent partner there that I can refer them.
So I just want to let everyone know that's a great value add as an agent because some agents are specific to certain areas. And if you can find an agent that can help you in that area, but also help to where you're moving to, that's fantastic and can help you out so much as a seller or even a buyer seller. You know, as an agent in the DMV, how do you actually develop your clientele or develop your business?
You know, that's a great question. A lot of my clients are referrals. I have a very big referral-based company, whether that's referrals from past clients or from my friends. I'm a triathlete, and so a lot of my clients come from the triathlete community. I'm a native of New Orleans, so a lot of my other natives here, they might reach out to me and say, hey, can you help me or help my friend? But it's a lot of referrals, especially can you help my mother sell her house or my grandmother, that sort of thing. And it just kind of spirals from there.
All right, so now getting away from the title side, you mentioned, Rebecca, you got your license in 2017. So as a new agent, what do you wish somebody would have told you or helped you out with starting out in the real estate game?
I wish someone would have told me to quickly find your niche. Like really know what you enjoy, what you like, get exposure to all sorts. There's so many different types of real estate. There's new construction, there's resale homes, there's working with certain populations of folks as far as like elderly that need to downgrade, that sort of thing. Find your niche early and really hone in on your skills and work that.
I like that because a lot of people, when they think of real estate, I would say the majority of the time they think real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't realize that, yes, you can be a real estate agent, but there are so many different factors in real estate, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
New construction, maybe they're buying a primary home, maybe an investment property. There's many different things, and if a new agent can figure out or just be very knowledgeable about one specific aspect as being an agent, it could actually take them to the next tier and, you know, essentially be the most successful agent in that realm.
Absolutely. So if you like working with investors, really sharpen your skill there because working with an investor is going to be very different than representing somebody buying a new construction home or representing someone who's looking to downsize and move out of state. Like just really pick an area, sharpen your skills there, master that, and then move on.
And move on.
Yes.
Okay, don't do everything at once.
No, you can't be a master of everything at once.
I like that.
Yes.
All right, new agents, don't do everything at once. Find your niche. All right, niche.
Niche.
We'll go with niche.
All right,
Find your
take
niche,
that.
something you're good at, and then move on to the next.
Yeah.
Like that. All right, so now that the new agents know what they're gonna do, as an experienced agent, you know that a month or two after COVID hit, things really started blowing up and getting crazy in the real estate market.
Absolutely.
And it's still going strong. And a lot of people are saying it's going to crash, it's going to stabilize, this or that. What is your take in the next year of where this market's going to be?
So Blake, as we all know, there's no crystal ball, right? And who predicted a pandemic? Well, maybe some folks, but not many, right? And so we didn't know where things were going to go with the market when it first hit, and then it really blew up and got crazy. I had folks calling saying, hey, I want to sell my house and move to the mountains. I can work remotely forever, or, that sort of thing. And so what we have seen over the last few months is that things are starting to simmer down just a little bit. So a few months ago, houses were selling for ridiculously more than asking. They were waiving all contingencies. Now it's not as ridiculous as it was, right? So I see things normalizing, not crashing. In the DC area, I don't see prices reducing majorly and none of that, but I just see things kind of normalizing a little bit.
Right.
And so we predict that the trend will continue into next year.
Rebecca, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm so happy you could be at our Agent Spotlight interview. And I just want to let everybody know this is Rebecca Williams with Compass. I'm going to give her the stage one last time to throw out her handles in any way that you can connect with Rebecca.
Thank you, Blake. The fastest way to connect with me is just send me a text at 301-305-1113. I'm on IG at The Maven Realtor, and my website is rwproperties.me.
Thank you again. Love having you in the office. This is our Spotlight Agent interview for today, and we'll see you guys next time.